Hey everyone, welcome back to Booktube. In today's video, it's going to be how to get to that first 100 subscribers on Booktube / how to get a Booktube account started. I wanted to make this video because when I was trying to start my Booktube account, I really wanted, I was literally looking up what do I do to get started, and nobody had really made any videos about it. So I definitely wanted to make that for anybody that's starting, and granted, at the point that I am making this video, I only have 300 and almost 50 subscribers. Not even that much, but I feel like I've already gained a lot of knowledge through that, and now it just takes time. So I'm gonna share with you guys a little bit of my experience and what I've done, kind of, and then I'm gonna do an in-depth steps on how to get to that. Literally just did it in crayon. So here we go. So for some of you guys that know me, I started Bookworm Brie when I was like 9 or 10. I was so little. And I did it based off of I wanted to do book reviews and all that stuff, and I just thought it'd be cool. And I enjoyed reading at the time, but I wasn't too into it. I just read Harry Potter, Narnia, the Story Thieves. It was just little things. Dork Diaries was a big thing, but I only really read those. So I wasn't actually that into reading, and I didn't have a phone or anything, so I wasn't on social media or anything. Thank goodness. So I didn't really hear of any popular books, and then I kind of dropped reading. That's why it's a huge time difference from my account now to my old account. And yeah, so I kind of stopped reading, stopped really enjoying it, and then I found Booktube compilations in 2021, and then I instantly got back into it. And literally the first Booktube book I got, Book Talk book I got was To Kill a Kingdom. And that was my first Book Talk book, and I actually think it was really good. Anyway, so yeah, and then November of 2022, I made a video just as a joke. I was reading a lot more. I read Shadow and Bone, Six of Crows. I just finished Six of Crows at that point. No, it was the year before. Yeah, the year before that, and I was still obsessed and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna make a video just because why not? So I made a video, and it was a transition video. It's probably my most popular video on Pinterest, actually. But I was like, hey mom, can I post this? And she's like, yeah, sure. So I was like, what's a name? I'll just Bookworm Brie. Because I didn't really want to create a different one, and I really liked the way that my other one sounded, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make much of this. But within the first 30 minutes, it reached 1,000 impressions, and I was like, wow, I can actually really go far with this. So then I started creating more, and then I started posting a little bit more often. It used to be it was once a week, and then it went to 2 times a week, and then it went to 3 times a week, and I was still learning my style of videos and what I wanted to do. And to be honest, I was a little bit more stressed out because I knew the kind of videos I wanted to make, but I wasn't getting enough views, so it was very discouraging and all that stuff. So yeah, so I did that for a while, and then I decided to start my YouTube up again because I thought it'd be fun to go back to longer videos, because doing the shorter videos were fun, but there's something about doing the classic, hey guys, welcome back to Bookworm Brie, that I actually really missed. And I was like, I wonder if I could be successful with that. And at that point I had 50 followers on Pinterest, which I was like, okay, I wonder if I can get as many on YouTube. So I continued that. I wasn't really on YouTube that often. My main sources of social media was Pinterest. So I would just post those longer videos, and I was like, oh, those only got 20 views, whatever. I only had 23 subscribers at the time. And then my brother introduced me to YouTube Shorts, and he was like, you should start posting YouTube Shorts. And then the first YouTube short I posted on YouTube, it got 2,000 in the hour, and I gained 12 subscribers from that. So yeah. Then I was like, okay, this is a lot easier than I was expecting. And then that happened, I think, February. So yeah. And within that, it took me, since I started making shorts on YouTube, I got to 100 subscribers in 2 weeks. So yeah, now we're gonna go over the steps and what I think you should do if you're getting started on Booktube. Beginning with, figure out your content. What kind of content do you want to make? If I were you, I'd get out a notepad or something. But it's based off of, so there's different kind of Booktube accounts and content and what you can make. There's the aesthetic videos, so it's convincing you to read a book off of this aesthetic, where you don't really show your face. And really just depend on what you're wanting to do. If you're uncomfortable showing your face, that's a great option to go for. Or there's like book recommendation videos where it's like they show the bookshelf and then they go like books to read based off of your zodiac sign and like put a book in front. So if you want to do stuff like that where you don't really show your face, I recommend doing like book recs and all that stuff. Or if you're like me and you enjoy doing like the popular audios and make memes out of that and like more of the acting side of it and you don't mind your face being shown, I highly recommend doing something similar to what I do. And then yeah. So figure out your content, figure out your aesthetic, because if you like just figure out what your overall game plan is and what you want accomplished with it. Because if you want to just do booktube shorts, definitely do that. But if you want to start with like reading vlogs, I would definitely write out like long videos that you want to do. For example, somewhere in this notebook, this is like my bookworm. This is like my Bookworm Brie notebook, and it's literally just a bunch of like random notes all over the place. And I just kind of like write videos that I want to do and like videos I'm planning on doing. But if you want to do like long classic booktube videos, I recommend writing out themes. Like I've done reading 1-star reviews on Goodreads of my favorite books. Like that was a blast. I highly recommend everybody doing that one. And like doing an intro video. And don't forget to use the newbie tag. I didn't do that the first time around and I actually really regret it. But yeah, so figure out what you want to do. Figure out if you want to do shorts, if you want to do like classic booktube, if you want to do what I do, bit of both. It just depends on what you want to do. And then figure out a clicky name, like a catchy, I don't know why I said clicky, a catchy name. And that could be, for example, Bookworm Brie. There's just something about that name that like, it just like went well. And like some people may hate it. I love it. I feel like that one just kind of, and like my friend Mia's Bookshelf, love it. There's someone where it's like so-and-so's book nook, like just like something cute and something that kind of gets the idea across. And some people enjoy like doing their full names, but I do recommend if you're going to just do a Booktube account, just do something book related. So yeah, that's, yeah, finding a name is honestly probably one of the hardest parts. So if you struggle with that, don't worry, we are all on the same boat. And if you ever need any help, just comment on a video or something. Okay, after you figure out that and you figure out your game plan and what kind of videos you're gonna make, start making videos. I do random like stretches of book videos. Like for example, I probably only spend 1 day a week making like 50 videos. I kid you not. And it takes about like 3 hours or so, but I enjoy it and it's fun. So it's not too much of a chore, except for nowadays it is seeming a bit like a chore. So I'm probably gonna have to take a little step back for a little bit, but, and also like when you're in the mood to make videos. Don't make it like, oh no, I gotta wait till Sundays, unless if you wanna be like extremely disciplined or like you actually don't wanna be on your phone that often. Yeah, so I make videos when you feel like making videos, and definitely plan at least like 1 day a week where you can go through editing. And for Pinterest, you can like schedule pins, and that's what I normally do. I am not on my phone 2 times a day posting videos. That's all scheduled. Sorry, y'all. As committed as I may seem, I would die inside if that's what I had to do. And at the beginning I did do that, but that got to be a lot. So you make content and then you start posting. But before you start posting, figure out your rhythm. Some people are like, okay, for example, I do Sundays as my day to make videos, and then I'm just gonna like post one on Pinterest at least once a day, and then post a long video on YouTube on Sundays. And I've been adding Wednesdays, which I think we may go back to the original rhythm once I'm done. But yeah, so you just figure out your rhythm and what you want to do, because consistency is key, and the algorithm definitely does pick up on consistency. So definitely do that. And I don't recommend spamming videos, because I cannot tell you how many times I have unsubscribed from people that post 20 times a day. It's a little too much. The most I've ever done though was 2 times a day, and I actually think that's a perfect balance. If you keep them 12 hours apart, I do 7 in the morning and then 7 at night. Well, like 7 a.m., 7 p.m., not 7 videos in the morning, 7 videos at night. And I feel like that was like a decent balance. Especially since they're like 3-minute long videos. Anyway, so once you find your rhythm, you start posting. I recommend also doing, if you want to do just YouTube, that's a good idea. I think that's actually smarter than just doing Pinterest, because Pinterest is a lot more like isolated. Not many people do have Pinterest or use it for Booktube, like the book side of Pinterest, has gained popularity, but it's not as commonly used as YouTube or Instagram. So definitely have YouTube or Instagram be your main source of content. But if you want to do two, it's not that much work, I promise. You do Pinterest and YouTube, or Instagram and YouTube. Just include YouTube in it, because that's when you can get paid and all that stuff. And I highly recommend using YouTube because it's extremely easy to figure out algorithm. And Pinterest is just like, I don't even think Pinterest has too specific of an algorithm. I think it honestly just goes to like your followers and people that look up that term. YouTube kind of like helps push it out there. I don't know how it works, it just works well for me. Understand that this will take a while. I actually had my standards a lot lower than I was like planning. I was expecting to be like at 100 at this point, to be honest. Maybe even 200 if I was lucky. But I'm on 337 for both accounts. It's a little bit more for YouTube, but that's super fun. But understand that it will take a while, and everybody's like growth is different based off of videos, ideas, and what's trending at the moment. And that is definitely important to take into action, and like what you want to do for your videos. And then any additional tips, let's see here. Yeah, definitely download, if you're gonna do YouTube, do the YouTube Studio app. It's so easy to go through, none of this is sponsored by the way. It's so easy to like find out algorithm timing, because like I know a video is good or not if it gets 1,000 views in the first hour or 2 hours maybe. If it doesn't get to 200 like views before 3 hours, I normally delete it because it's considered a bad video, and then I just post it at a different time, and then it is still successful. The algorithm is very funky on YouTube, so be aware of that. But yeah, really truly, just if you figure out your aesthetic and figure out what you want to do, just stick with it and pursue it. If you want Booktube to be more of a hobby and less of like a full-time thing, because I definitely have realized that it has taken up a lot of my time and energy, and it has gotten to be a little bit exhausting, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And then now I'm just kind of like, okay, it's now like the same thing over and over again. So I probably will have to take a little step back. But just if you want it to be like something like, oh, I make a video here and there, don't expect too good of results, because you're not gonna, maybe you may gain billions of followers overnight. But most likely that is not gonna happen. You gotta work for it. So yeah, just be consistent. I recommend posting like a reel a day, and then try to figure out what times work best for you. Because for example, sometimes my videos, oh, they do amazing at 7 in the morning. Next week, awful at 7 in the morning. Then I like switch to, oh, 8 p.m. It does amazing. Then the next day it's like 8 p.m. No views. I'm like, so you really just gotta like experiment and figure out things. If you have any other additional questions, please let me know. I hope this helped out a little bit. I kind of started this blindly, and I'd be super grateful if I found this video when I first started, because I feel like I kind of explained things pretty well. But yeah, YouTube Shorts are your best friend if you want to grow your audience and gain subscribers. So I highly recommend that. But yeah, I feel like that's actually kind of it. I feel like I would have more to say, but I don't. But yeah, just stick to your aesthetic. Figure out your rhythm. Oh, interacting with people. I actually was literally just like answering a lady on my account. She's like, I think it's awesome that you like are answering to my comments, kind of a thing. And I was like, that's actually a big part of growing, is you, because like, I don't know, just interact with your followers. It makes it more fun, and it's also something to look forward to. I do recommend deleting negative comments, because they do sometimes hurt. So just delete them. You don't even want to like retaliate, just delete them. I had to do that for one, and I was like, ooh, that hurt. And a bunch of other bookworms were like, excuse me, which was kind of funny, but I reported the user. But anyway, I hope I helped at least a little bit. This is a little bit of rambling, but yeah, I'm probably just gonna say everything again though, but please stick to shorts. Shorts are your best friend, and figure out your rhythm. I recommend at least posting every other day on shorts if you want to grow really quickly, because I did that. I posted every day and gained 100 followers in 2 weeks. It's not that hard. Also, don't steal anyone's videos. It makes me angry when I find people have used my videos without, like, yeah, it's always awkward. But don't steal videos and just be original. I would love to see more people that don't copyright stuff on Booktube. Like, there's nobody really that, like, actually makes the content themselves. They just screen record it from TikTok. So yeah, please let me know if this helped anyway. And if you need any, like, name ideas, content ideas, let me know. I hope this helped a little bit. So thank you so much for joining. I, once again, hope this helped. Definitely, if you have any book friends that you'd like to share this with, share it with them. Like the video, comment. Any other questions, let me know. If you have any video ideas, also let me know. Oh, if you're not a follower of mine, this probably doesn't matter, or if you're watching this a couple years down the road. But I have news regarding my Instagram account that I was saying I was going to start. I probably won't, because I'm feeling a little burned out of Bookworm Brie, and I don't feel that attached to books at the moment. And, like, reading is now starting to feel like a chore, and I feel like if I add another, like, Bookworm Brie branch, it will be a lot of work. And it'll just make it more miserable. Because as it is, I've struggled to post for the past 3 days. So, the Bookstagram probably won't happen anytime soon. Unless if I get out of this reading slump, I guess. It's not even a reading slump. I'm just tired of reading. It's getting a little repetitive. But yeah, I love Bookworm Brie. Probably won't ditch this account ever again. Unless if you guys hate it. But anyway, so yeah, thank you so much for joining. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hoped I helped. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!